YouTube, what going on, man? It's your boy Groovy tapping in with y'all boys, man. Welcome back to the channel. I got another video for y'all. The best Larry Bird revenge story ever told. It's been a minute since we reacted to some Larry Bird content, man. We all know Larry Bird was a bad dude. One thing I like about Larry is he loved to trash talk, but he also could back it up. And he also had players that was talking trash to him, and he had to shut them up. We're gonna get into these Larry Bird stories, but before we do though, like the video, comment down below any videos y'all want me to react to next, and last but not least, sub up.
Charles Barkley had a handwritten letter delivered to Bill Laimbeer before playing a game against him, and it said, "Dear Bill, f*** you. Sincerely, Charles Barkley." And as one might expect, they got into a fist fight that game.
Nah.
And now Barkley gets into it, and he and Laimbeer.
Oh, they really, they squared up.
And when Robert Parrish, who got into a fight with Laimbeer 3 years in a row, was questioned about Bill Laimbeer, he said, "I was always taught, if you can't say something nice about someone, then don't say anything at all. So I'm saying nothing at all." But nobody hated Bill Laimbeer more than Larry Bird.
Damn.
I never really ever liked Laimbeer in any social situation.
No.
Yeah.
And it's because he was a dirty player.
Damn, that's crazy though. Larry is like what, 50, 60 right here? And he's still saying that to this day, bro. Like he still don't like him, bro. Like,
when I played,
he got grudges on him.
if you go back and watch the Pistons playing against Chicago, I mean, Michael and Scotty were getting pounded. And a lot of it happened after the whistle. Like you're going in and you get fouled, and the guy goes ahead and tries to, that's a free foul. Ricky Mahorn, he'd hit you and all that, but he'd hit you, you know you're going to get hit. Yeah. But he didn't try to maim you.
Right.
Bill tried to hurt you.
Got it back, so they reset it at 5. Laimbeer walked with it, then committed a foul.
Damn, he got elbowed.
Celtics are very unhappy about it.
Damn.
Yeah, caught Bird in the jaw.
Yeah.
And Larry's a little upset.
And he was one of them guys who shoot a jumper. He tried to slide his foot underneath your ankle, so you twist your ankle. And that's why Parrish
Did he really used to do that?
If you watch any of our old games, Parrish was always twisting his ankle against the Pistons. So one time I shot a jumper and Laimbeer did it to me, and I stepped on his foot, but I stepped on a high and twist my ankle. I don't know, a quarter or two later, he was shooting that jumper. I slid mine on there. That's the last time he ever did it.
Really?
Yeah.
And when Bill Laimbeer was called the NBA's dirtiest player by Michael Jordan,
damn, we even got Jordan throwing punches.
he responded
Nobody
in a way
liked this man.
that really showed his true colors.
Michael Jordan may be a very good, outstanding basketball player, but as a individual, down-to-earth, heart person, he has, I mean, who is he? Who cares about him? All he does is play basketball. In the world, he's this big.
Nah.
Yeah, I can see why nobody liked him.
That's crazy.
And during the 1986 season, when the All-Star team had just been announced, Bird asked a group of reporters if Laimbeer, who had been an All-Star the last 3 years with the Pistons, had made the team again. And when he heard Laimbeer was not selected, Larry Bird said, "Good. Now I won't have to worry about him getting on the bus and saying, 'Hi, Larry,' and me having to say, 'F you, Bill.'"
Damn,
But
nobody
that year,
liked him,
they would
bro.
still see each other in the playoffs.
I was always the one that came out first, and there's always a leprechaun out on the floor. I'd go out and spit right on the leprechaun, rub my foot in it, and then go down and make a big dunk. Away we went.
Nah.
The tension was obviously high, and in one game, Robert Parrish said, "I feel like Laimbeer took some cheap shots at me. I guarantee something will break out if they let it go next time." And though nothing happened the rest of that series, the very next year, they met again in the Eastern Conference Finals. And in Game 4, it got crazy.
And open people. See Sting. And 24-second clock goes down. And Bird and Laimbeer go at it.
God
Bill Laimbeer
damn.
have both been ejected from the game.
Now it is Bird
He had Bird heated.
and Rodman coming over.
Damn.
Larry Bird said, "Laimbeer was backing away from me and didn't want any part of me. I wish they would have cleared the court for about 15 minutes and just let us go at each other." Bill Laimbeer, in classic Bill Laimbeer fashion, he said, "I didn't do a thing. I tried to grab hold of him to break his fall, and Larry came up swinging.
Damn.
I was victimized." And Larry Bird responded, "Sure, he wasn't trying to hurt me. and I was trying to throw the ball at the referee. Bill's face just got in the way.
When you play the same team
his face got
4, 5, 6, 7 times right in a row within a space of about 2 weeks, it's got to be bad temper.
Yeah.
Our ball club, I always feel, were retaliators, not instigators. And I think the other team, like Detroit, they are the instigators.
And in that next game, when Bill Laimbeer tried to come out and shake Larry Bird's hand, Larry looked at Bill and said, "Oh, yourself."
Damn.
I always have respect for my opponents, Larry said. But in my instance, I think Laimbeer was trying to hurt me.
Nah.
So in Game 5, the Celtics got their revenge.
I was at the game, and the crowd just had so much hatred for Laimbeer for that game. I've never been in any sort of a sporting event where the crowd hated a player that much. And I still am convinced to this day that the crowd convinced Parrish to punch him in the second quarter.
Oh, no question.
Very gingerly tried to shoot that shot.
Nice play by Darren.
Damn, the crowd wanted him to punch him.
Damn! Takes Laimbeer to the ground with a right.
Wow, and the crowd is cheering.
Only a matter of time till somebody did this.
Laimbeer, he had it coming.
That's bad, bro. That's bad. If you got thousands of people wanting you to get punched, that's how you know, like, you the problem, bro. Bill Laimbeer, bro, I could tell he was a pest on the court, annoying as hell, doing unnecessary things, you know what I'm saying, to get underneath another player's skin, you know what I'm saying, to quote-unquote try to throw him off their game. Sometimes it worked, but I feel like most of the times he went too overboard, you know what I'm saying? Like, just go out there and play. Don't go out there and try to hurt, you know, people and stuff like that. I feel like that's where Bird was coming from. Like, he respected competitiveness, but to go out there and try to hurt this man, knowing this how this man pay his bills and take care of his family, I can see why so many people didn't like this man, bro.
That's, yeah. He had it coming.
Because you watch the replay and it was like barely he did anything.
It could have happened 2 plays before.
The cameras just got the part where Robert got mad, see? But nobody saw Laimbeer's elbow.
Look, elbow,
that hit him in the
damn.
neck, right by the Adam's apple. And all he did was react because people are sick and tired of this guy with the baby face, putting his hands up all the time. Who, me?
Like he
Meanwhile,
don't.
He'll sucker punch you. He'll do everything in the game.
What foul? Like, yeah.
So as I said once before, it couldn't
Acting
happen to
dumb,
a nicer
bro.
guy.
Yeah, I was kind of looking over my shoulder, Max. I thought I was going to get sucker punches, to be honest. You know, in the heat of the battle, you know, we exchanged a few unpleasantries, then a few elbows that passed between us, and then I just lost throwing punches. So I couldn't believe I lost my composure like that. That was the first time ever.
This play epitomized 80s basketball because not
Look
only
at that
did this
elbow.
flurry of punches result in no ejections and no technicals, but they didn't even call a foul. They just kept playing. Larry Bird called it a good deed. But sometimes, in the words of the great Frank Sinatra, the best revenge is massive success. Because later on that game, Larry Bird made the greatest play of his entire career.
We knew we had to win that game. Both teams knew that whoever won Game 5 was probably going to win the series. Casey had to play the starters almost the whole
Good shot,
time. And
Mikal.
so our guys were just completely worn out.
There's Bird off the screen from the corner.
Good shot, Bird.
Basket by Larry Bird. That's a two-pointer. Detroit by 3 with 1:13.
Great
and
shot.
Bird has 36.
The Celtics had been to the finals in 84, 85, 86, and now it's 87. We're all beat up. The guys that are playing are hurt. So, you know, it was just guts. It was just a guts and pride.
3:41 to go in the game. Detroit leading by 2. And that man is playing on nothing but heart. He went out with an ankle injury that would keep most people out of the game, came back in, and now he's twisted it again.
Damn.
Now, the Boston moment, that was a heartbreaking moment. What was heartbreaking about that moment is I had made the game-winning shot.
Everybody wants to beat the Pistons. Right now, Boston is first in line in that desire. They lead by 1. 27 seconds to go.
But I was on Isaiah Thomas, and he went one-on-one against me at the top of the floor. I thought I played pretty good defense, and Isaiah didn't get in the paint, and he took a jump shot, a contested jump shot, and it went in.
Out on the top of the floor against Houston.
16 seconds.
Down one.
Right in his face.
Good
Thomas with
shot.
a very very big bucket.
We go to the timeout. We know Bird's going to get it either on the left side or the right side. And we got the play figured out. We send him left. About 5 of us come over there to try to block the shot.
There's Bird with the ball against Mahorn.
I better double. Come here.
He's going to try to draw a foul.
It's blocked. And Seasting hit it off of a Detroit player.
Wow, good help defense.
Ball goes out of bounds.
Okay.
And I'll never forget, everything just started, it went in slow motion. So I run over, we look at the bench, no timeout, nothing. So I run over and I grab the ball.
Detroit should have called a timeout, Brian, because they had a timeout left. They could advance the ball down to the other end of the floor. There's a shot somewhere. There's a photo that I saw that Chuck Daly is standing by their bench with his hands up, calling timeout.
No.
Isaiah, I remember to this day, he's standing there like this to the referee. Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
So I grabbed the ball from the
Damn.
referee.
Coach is trying to call a timeout.
I never had taken the ball out. That wasn't my thing, right? I throw it up. Bird sneaks in.
No.
I didn't even see him.
Bird was moving right when he was inbounding the pass. And when you look at it from a couple different film angles, I mean, he threw it right to him on the move. And I had my back to where he was stealing the ball. So when I turned around, I was probably more shocked than anybody in the whole stadium that Bird had the ball in his hands.
And this is probably one of the most incredible plays that's ever happened against me and that probably I've ever witnessed. From an athletic standpoint, 2 people being in sync and just Bird just playing every second. And that's what the Celtics taught us, to play every second, not to play 47 and a half minutes, but to play a full 48.
And he had a smirk on it. He knew the game was over, and he almost had a smile on his face when they gave him the ball, and he did not see Bird at all.
Damn.
But the thing I remember the most is that Joker. This is the out of bounds line. That Joker caught the ball, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, he going out of bounds. That dude did this, like a ballerina, right?
Nah.
And if you go back and you watch the play, that dude is on his toes. The baseline is right up under his toes. And in my mind, he must have stood there for about 5 seconds because everything was going in slow motion in my mind.
He was inbounds.
Right? And it's like, damn, how you doing that? And then DJ, out of nowhere, right?
Right.
They are so in tune. They are so in sync. He catches Bird hits him. He catches the basketball laid up.
Good cut and good finish. Nah.
I'm walking to the huddle, and as I come back out of the huddle, right, we try to take the ball out of bounds or whatever. Larry walks by and he goes,
wow. Damn.
Right? I'm like, oh.
The Celtics won that series in 7 games. And when Bill Laimbeer tried to shake Larry Bird's hand again, Larry just ignored it and walked straight through it.
He still was tight.
Said, I don't like Bill Laimbeer. Why should I shake his hand? Even Isaiah Thomas, who was Bill Laimbeer's teammate for 11 years on the Bad Boy Pistons, had this to say about him. To tell you the truth, if I didn't know Bill, I wouldn't like him either. When the Celtics retired Larry Bird's jersey in 1993,
your teammate saying that
hatred was still there.
This seems like a perfect night. I mean, except for the fact that Bill Laimbeer couldn't be here.
Yeah.
What would you tell him if he was?
We would probably hang him up with my number.
Because back in the day, the animosity was not for show. When they hated each other, they really hated each other. And it didn't stop when they retired. They were enemies
Physical basketball.
for life.
I hate Larry Bird, but I respect the hell out of that man.
I respect Isaiah Thomas's talent. No matter how much I hate him, I respect his game.
But Bill Laimbeer's hate
really got
was
beef.
on another level because he didn't respect anybody, not even his own teammates. In his last Detroit Pistons practice before he retired, Laimbeer elbowed the star player Isaiah Thomas and broke his rib.
Wow.
And when Isaiah Thomas got angry, Laimbeer elbowed him again.
Damn.
Bill Laimbeer once said, "I don't fight, I agitate, then walk away." But this time, Isaiah Thomas didn't let him walk away, because in retaliation, Isaiah Thomas punched Bill Laimbeer in the head, breaking his own hand, resulting in Isaiah being sidelined for 8 weeks. Like I said, I can see why nobody liked him.
I don't give an inch at all on the court. I don't give anybody any respect. I think that's the major problem with a lot of other players is I don't respect their game. If they happen to get in the way, well, that's not my fault. That's their fault.
Damn, bro.
I make no apologies for my game throughout my career. Whatever the general public thinks about my style of play, I really could care less.
Wow.
You left the bad blood on the court for the most part, but not with Laimbeer. You never really ever liked Laimbeer in any social situation.
No.
Yeah.
And it's because he's a dirty player.
Larry Bird's sitting next to you right now. Would you talk to him? Would you have a conversation with him? What would you say?
I'd probably go to a different table.
Another great video right there, man. That's crazy, bro. Them boys really used to go at it in the 80s and 90s to the point where they took it personal, like for real. Even after they retired, they still have some type of animosity towards other players, bro, on how hard and how physical they used to play, bro. They did not like each other, bro. They real deal used to get into fist fights back then in the league, man. That's crazy, bro. One of the dirtiest players in NBA history. I can see why a lot of players don't like him. I can see why Larry Bird don't like him. You feel what I'm saying? And he got his revenge in that playoff game right there, as y'all can see, man. Got that clutch steal, threw that nice dime, got the layup, got the go-ahead basket to win the game, man. Look, bro, Larry Bird, one of them ones, man. But yeah, man, if y'all like the video, man, hit the like button, man. Comment down below any other videos y'all want me to react to next. And last but not least, sub up, man. Y'all know what's going on. I'm going to catch y'all in the next vid.